Hola, me llamo Proverbs. Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Pat Proverbs here from One End Gaming, throwing up them heavy ones. And we're bringing you another 100 plus from a new player and a really fucking good friend of mine. What you're about to see is 115 in one gameplay. He dies with about a minute left and just goes and lays in the back of the map in an effort to save face. It could have been a lot bigger, but at the same time, 115 KD for this game, not a bad fucking stat line. Anyways, we got a really great topic, and I know a lot of people are going to hopefully enjoy this commentary. And the topic of today's commentary is, first I want to touch on the fact that this is another DLC map. Like I said, we're going to be bringing you big gameplays on DLC maps. We're going to have another one from the newest member who I had mentioned in Kyle's video, and I didn't want to give away anything. But my boy AR Killa, he has joined One End Gaming. He is friends with Kyle and Box. They go back quite some time. He's one of the nicest kids ever, and he's just a fucking monster at this game. I'm going to be bringing you a gameplay of him on Cove. That will be a 130 plus. Should be later this week, if not the weekend. Anyway, let's get into the topic of today's gameplay, and that is, you know, in the title it says, in parentheses, or in brackets I should say, it says rival clans. Alright, let's talk about rival clans, or I wouldn't even call them clans and or teams, because they're fake, they're not even real. Let's talk about the team Pulverized Gaming, for instance, who ran their mouths for weeks and then got the shit scraped out of them 2 nights ago. I have all those games. We played a variant best 2 out of 3, and this is how like childish they are. They're getting their shit pushed in. They switch they're getting beaten so bad. They switch teams and start team killing us because they're so embarrassed that they're getting that ill neggy scrape. All negative, the whole 9. And it's funny. Here's what's really funny about this scrim that we had, this 4v4 variant scrim. Not only did they get that neggy scrape, where all members of their team were negative, but after the fact, kids who were playing with Polv Creations, the leader of whatever, I don't think it's really even a team. I mean, if it's a team, why hasn't anyone switched over their G-tags? They don't even want to be a part of it. It's embarrassing. But they actually were adding us and saying, like, there's no way I'm playing on this kid's team anymore, like, yada, yada, yada. Like, they're Garbo, all he does is run his mouth, and then he goes neggy as fuck. Like, get neggy, kid. Get neggy, you little fucking bitch. Anyway, so we're going to talk about the lack thereof team. So, what I'm talking about is this. Not only are we going to post that entire series for you, we did drop one map, but that's just because, like, the rotations were retarded. Anyway, and we will be dropping another video of a 100 bomb being dropped on the leader of Polv Creation's head, of Pulverized Gaming's head, while he's trying to anti-us. Get a 100 bomb to your face, your Garbo. You were neggy as fuck that game, too. They're not even a real team, and here's what I mean. And, you know, this is like where I have to give like Constant Threat props and these other like competing pubs teams and even like aspiring like AM like circuit teams, is that they played as a team and they had chemistry and they respected one another and everyone was friends with everyone else on that team. And I can speak from personal experience because I played with them like quite a bit, and it's just, that's a team. That's how you're a team. Like, we're a team here. We're a giant family. Everyone enjoys everyone else's company. We play together. We lose, you know, we win together. We lose together. You know, if we lose, we lose. And that's the end of that. But let me talk about Pulverized Gaming's YouTube channel, or team if you want to call it that. All right. So here you go. You have 3 kids who actually even have Polv in their name entirely. 2 of them don't get gameplays. So let's talk about them posting so frequently. Ready? What they do is they go out and they find kids on PlayStation 3, because we all know the community, you know, some people prefer the community on there over here. And they tell them that they can join their team if they give them a gameplay. So they give them a gameplay. Immediately upon signing over the rights and giving written permission to use their gameplay and monetize on it, they kicked them out of the team. And that happened with the AN Triple Nuclear on their page, and it happens nonstop. These kids have no team spirit. No one wants to be a part of such a shitty organization. I mean, let's face it, they're Garbo anyway. And that's basically like what I'm trying to get across today is it's not so much about whether you win or lose every game. I mean, well, to me it is, but that's just because I'm a sore loser. And I shouldn't say I'm a sore loser. I hate to fucking lose. It's not so much about that as it is about, like, if you're going to put an organization together, like a Call of Duty team that has a, multi-facets, like you have a pubs team, who obviously were the best on paper once again. I need not say it again. I mean, it's obvious at this point. And our competitive team, which scraped the shit out of Pulveriz's little, like, fake-ass competitive team. Like, you weren't even a team. You're a delusional liar who lies about everything to make himself feel good. It's pathetic how bad you are. And I just want you to know that from all of us here at One in Gaming, you are fucking awful, you're terrible, yada, yada, yada. So we had to get that out of the way. But what's interesting about this is that we are going to also start getting back to our competitive roots before Ghost gets out, because we have to finish the Road to Masters series for you guys as well. But before that can happen, we definitely have to post this scrim, this best out of 3 map scrim with these guys, and just show you how terrible they are. Now, mind you, it was Mills, Box, Kyle, and Status. Kyle was filling in for our typical. It would have been the slaying power. I mean, Kyle is a slayer, so but he doesn't typically play anchor. If we had Iconic in his normal spot, this would have been even worse. We would have scraped you all 3 maps. Like, you're just gonna see how bad this kid is and how big of a child he is, and they are switching teams to like team kill us and stuff. Once it's evident that they can't win the game and they're all neggy as fuck. Right, so that's the topic of today's video, is like these kids playing sit and spin with each other thinking they're a team when they're not even a team. Going out and getting a random stranger's gameplay, using it, and then just never having anything to do with him again isn't a team. And I don't know how your channel actually does well at all. All those gameplays are fucking randos gameplays. They're not part of your team. Stop trying to say that they are, because they're not. All one needs to do is look at your friends list. When your friends list is filled with 20 polls, then I'll say, okay, they're part of your team. Again, kid, we're on Xbox, so, stop paying people for gameplays on PlayStation 3. It's really unbecoming, and no one really wants to see them. So we talked about how bad Pulverized Gaming is. We talked about how we're going to post us scraping them and him getting a 100 bomb dropped on his head when he was trying to anti-us. That was a really fun gameplay, too. You got the ill cock up your ass. But because this gameplay is winding down, and we also talked about getting back to our league play, our Road to Masters series, which we're certainly going to do, like I said, because I want to get that out before it goes, because it took a lot of hard work and effort to do that for you guys. So we're going to post that. You're going to see, like I said, a 131-3 from the newest member and last member, I need to stress that. Last addition to the One in Gaming family prior to Ghost, when we reevaluate and see if we need help on either of the 2 teams. 131-3 on Cove. It's a fucking it's a monstrosity, this gameplay on Cove. But yeah, so shout out to Box. He's my boy. You're gonna see a lot more of him too, because I got a ton of fucking videos of him that are just hilarious. 20K raw score and the like. So you saw Kyle, you saw Box, you saw Deisler, you saw Nuked. We got to get Distract. My boy Acer. Distracted Acer. We got Arc Killer covered. We got everyone covered minus Acer and Distracts, and I'm sure you'll be seeing a video from them in the coming week or two. It's just hard to get some of these guys, these after-school kids, they have after-school things like baseball or sports, which is good. I'm glad you're not coming home and playing this game for fucking hours, because it'll drive you nuts. Anyway, you saw him die, and he kind of just lays here, and quite honestly, if you knew him as a person, you'd laugh, because this is such a typical move. He just comes back here and lays here trying to preserve the gameplay, because the difference between 115-0 and 115-1 KD-wise it's still the same outcome, even though the O looks a little nicer when you get that flawless in there. But we covered teams who run their mouth. We covered teams who get my dick in their mouth and get absolutely scraped up, Neggy Jam style. And we're going to cover the scoreboard here in 1 second. And where is it? There it is, 115-1. And that's a big stat line. Anything over 100 with 1 death, so your KD remains the same. You're 115 KD for that game. That's huge. And like I said, guys, I'm not even sure what day it is today. Oh, it is. It's Wednesday. All right. Well, we'll be back Friday with that Cove gameplay and or the scrim against Pulverized Gaming, in which we absolutely embarrassed them. Either way, I'm sure you'll enjoy the video. Remember, if you really enjoyed this, please get those thumbs up for my boy Box. It really helps me out as well as him. Shows that you guys are supporting us. If you really enjoy it, you can retweet for us. That'd be fucking huge. And for anything and everything One Nation Gaming, keep it tuned right fucking here, people. Stay fucking beautiful until Friday. And I will see you Friday. Take it easy.